Hi guys, and welcome to a well, I don't want to call it a review because that's not the whole intention of it, but I guess you could ultimately say it's a review. What I've got here in front of you is an IEM that was brought to my attention by my good friend Carlos, and it's an IEM made by a friend of his. Okay, it's a DIYer that makes this gem, for lack of a better word. Um, he only makes this for close friends. That's been always his idea. He doesn't, or he didn't think, or he has never thought about really commercializing any of the things that he makes. And it is my understanding that he makes some pretty good earbuds as well. And my friend Carlos told me that he had made this bullet style IEM that he wanted to send me for me to have a listen to it and give me my opinion. And well, those of you that have followed me for a while and know my tastes are and what my preferences are and what are my reference sets and what are those sets that really hold a special place in my heart, you will know that the Tanstrom Oxygen is one of those sets. It is a set that not only because it was the first more expensive set that I bought, but it is a set that I've really always, I've always really gravitated towards it. I like the name, it appeals to me, I like the shape of the shell, and I like the sound from the first time I heard it. And it's an iron that's been around for a while now. And my I'm not gonna say love for it because it's a strong word, but I like it so much that I've actually got three of them. I've got one of the first generation ones. I've got a which is back from 2019, 2020, and I've got one that is from 2020, late 2021, and I've got one which I bought this year. First of all, to see if there had been any changes over the years, and yes, there have been slight changes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna deny it. But basically, the magic of the Tanstrom Oxygen has remained. So you will know that, those that follow me know that this is a special set for me. And another set that has become also equally special for me is the Venture Electronics, the CA. For totally different reasons. While this I like it because it is a very good representation of what a Harman tuned IEM should be, or could be, or possibly is, and it just is amazing. I never really concurred with some of the opinions where people would say that it lacked bass or that it was too strong in the upper mids and treble. And no, I honestly think that the Tanstrom Oxygen is perfect in its tuning. And so much so that it's spawned a whole bunch of IEMs over the last year and a half that have tried to emulate it. And yes, the Olina is probably one of the ones that has come closest because it uses an almost identical driver. And the Olina SE as well, and a few other IEMs that have kind of gone the road of trying to get that magic of the oxygen. But for however good those IEMs have been, and the Olina is a very good IEM, and the Olina SE also, there's just something about the oxygen that is, I don't know. Honestly, I would like to put my finger on it and say it's because of this, but there's just something there. Okay, and the CA, I like it because it's unbelievably organic in its presentation. It is. It does for me what the Panon serial does in terms of well, in that case, it's a 3-driver IEM, but the Panon serial has this organic sound to it. This engagement that it just grabs you and you kind of wowed. Okay, fine, so it's not the ultimate in technicalities and so on and so forth, but it's just got this captivating thing about it. And the Venture Electronics CA is exactly the same thing on a single DD. It is absolutely amazing. amazing, amazing, amazing. Honestly, I think it's one of those IEMs that if you have some cash to spare, and you really are a true aficionado of this hobby, you really like this hobby, and you want to have an IEM which is really old school in its tuning, it's organic, it's got that really, I mean, you have to listen to it to try and understand or grasp what I'm trying to convey. You know, these two, in their respective categories, are absolutely amazing. They are references, in my opinion, period. You know, obviously, we're not talking small money, we're talking $279 roughly, 100 just over 100 for this year. But there are definitely references. Yes, there have been some IEMs that have been released of late that also have been very impressive. One such IEM is the SimGot, the EA500. The EA500, in my opinion, is an even closer IEM to the Oxygen than what the Olina was. That's just my opinion. Some will concur with me, some will disagree, but it's just got and when I say close, it's not so much because of the sound. It's because of the magic that it is able to bring to music. Okay. This IEM, which is by the name of Pegasus, is exactly the same thing as these two. The moment I put it on, the first time I put it on, and I played the first song, which was actually La Belle Dame Sans Remorse from Chris Botti, I was like, oh my God, what is this? What is this, please? And I was just blown away. And song after song after song, I was just more and more, taken in and just kind of, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I mean, I've made quite a lot of my own little IEM experiments. Some of them, I have to say, pretty good. But this thing is very special. I mean, the Pegasus is truly special, in my opinion. The only area, and this is me just nitpicking, the only thing about it, and then the rest is really nothing that I want. There's really nothing that I can flaw on it. But the only area where I think this could do with just a little bit of a fine tuning, and mind you, this could also be just me because of the way my sensitivity to certain parts of the spectrum and so on. But the only area where this sometimes can be a little bit too much for me is on, for example, like Up and Up from Jeff Ryan, or even on La Belle Dame Sans Remorse from Chris Botti, the trumpets. So the wind instruments, some wind instruments, especially in that area there of between 3 and 5K, they can be a little bit, just a little bit too much, and that's just the only thing that I honestly can point as an area where maybe this could be improved slightly. Okay, with that caveat that, again, it's me. Maybe the majority of you won't even be bothered by it. But now everything else, the bass, the way that female vocals are portrayed, the way that male vocals are portrayed, instruments, guitar strings on here, absolutely unreal. You feel like the guitar is right over there. It's just, it is really, really special. Pianos, high stepping from Larry Carlton, beautiful. The guitar, the cymbals, absolutely flawless. There's nothing. Tin Pan Alley from Stevie Ray Vaughan, same situation. The guitar on Tin Pan Alley is you have to listen to it. Seriously, you got to listen to it. And then other songs like Feels Good from Rashawn Patterson, beautifully. It just plays it flawlessly. The bass has got enough weight, enough speed, enough the texture to just carry it through nicely into the mids, and everything just comes across beautiful. The extension up top as well, squeaky clean. I mean, loads of twinklies and sparklies, like I usually say, which, for a single DD which has to do everything, that's always very difficult. It's not an easy task to achieve. It's not an easy thing to do, to have a single DD play the whole spectrum beautifully. Obviously, a single DD also has its positive points in that aspect, which is you don't have to worry about time delays and matching drivers and this and that. I mean, that's the beauty about a single DD. Or single driver speakers, home speakers as well, for that matter. You from for example, from Cecile Norby, her voice is beautiful. I mean, flawless. It just comes across with the right amount of energy, the timbre, the tonality, perfect. Elephant from Carol Duboc. The bass and the drum hits in the beginning of the song. The Pegasus does it flawless. And again, but still, if you go for something like Sweat from from Danny Kane, the JK Riff remix, which is a more up-tempo song, loads of energy, more than capable of keeping up with the whole vibe of the song. No, not a problem. House of Groove from Eugene Groove, again, beautiful. The drum hits, everything, the cymbals. I know I'm kind of sounding like a bit of a broken record, and the lack of words is evident, I guess. But trust me when I say that this is capable of standing next to the Tanstrom Oxygen and the VCA, I think that in itself already says everything. I think that is enough to really show how special this IM is, and I can only hope, honestly, that myself, I guess I won't be able to convince him, but I'm really hoping that Carlos will be able to convince the gentleman in question to even if it's on a small scale, make these IMs for some people, because people need to hear this. This is truly a magical IM. Honestly, it is truly a magical IM. And that's it. Unfortunately, I'm not in the liberty to show the graph, but I'll let you with this graph of the Tanstrom Oxygen, graph of the VSCA. They had a baby, and that's that. I think that says it all. It's got base elements of the CA. It's got mid-range elements of the Tanstrom Oxygen, upper mid-range elements of the CA. It is, trust me when I say, graphs obviously are graphs, and they tell a certain percentage of the story. But when I say that this is a really good sounding IM, I say it with full confidence. I do know that it's a 10mm driver. I do know it's a DLC driver. So obviously, there was care in selecting a good quality driver. That is very evident, and it's evident, like I said, from the first moment I put it on and I started listening to it. It was straight away. You know that you're hearing something good. That's it. And that's it, guys. I just wanted to bring your attention to this little gem. And if you guys are more interested in obtaining more information, please let me know, and I'll do my best to try and see what I can do in terms of getting more information out to you guys. All right. Anyway, you have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.